Hello everyone, welcome back to Googly Sports, and we have won the first test match of the Border Gavaskar Trophy.
And yes, you can see the hero of the match, our making captain because Rohit was not available. Bumrah did the magical thing. He helped us win the Perth Test match, which India was not at all hoping.
Yeah, so Bumrah took fantastic wickets, especially the first day, right? He took 3 wickets, if I'm not wrong, which were completely fantastic. Really, we were not expecting such a good start for the Border Gavaskar Trophy from India's whitewash.
So when India got out in the first innings in 150, and I think we did the day two review when India was leading 218 because KL Rahul and Jasprit did a really fantastic thing. We really won the match outrightly by 295 runs. But let's analyze what laid the foundation. And we have picked for today's analysis some of the Bumrah's classical wickets and also the vulnerability of the Australian batting lineup.
Yeah.
So let's go to the first wicket, which he got of Max Sweeney. And Toshan, your views. How did he set him up, 3-4 deliveries outside the off stump and then angling back inside? What are the flaws in the Australian batsman defense and all?
So this is a very classic test match wicket. As of course in this picture we only seeing the wicket, but the 2-3 balls before this, he balled really on the off stump, right? And Max Sweeney played more offside shots, more offside defense, and then Bumrah balled a very good inward angled ball and perfect length, which really made Max Sweeney come forward, right?
Not fully forward also.
Yeah,
he could not commit himself. You see the gap between the bat and the pad.
Yeah, this is not good technique right here, as he's allowing the ball to sneak in, right? And as you can see, his head is a little bit tilted, which means
and that to be outside the line of the ball.
Yeah, so he's not seeing the ball's line and swing very nicely, which causes the ball to in swing, which of course led to a very beautiful wicket from Bumrah on the third or fourth ball.
So I think that's a proper flaw because if you see Toshan and what we can observe in both the pictures, his eyes are completely out of the line of the ball. He's completely looking almost on the mid-off side.
Yeah.
He's looking on the mid-off side, whereas the ball, he will miss straighter deliveries. So what changes he should do in his stance to be better facing Bumrah in the next match?
So really, he should actually, the main thing, he should put the bat closer to the pad, as it's a better way to defend, right? Even if you're not looking at the correct line of the ball, there will be a better chance of the ball hitting the bat instead of the pad first, right?
Yeah, it was a jaffer of a delivery and it was very difficult for any batsman to defend it. But if the bat was closer to the pad, probably there was a chance.
Yeah.
And there's where you see the flaw, and of course his head is outside the line of the ball. So that was a big flaw. And and Max Sweeney in both the innings he didn't do well.
Yeah,
he got out like that.
But we can't blame him because Bumrah is a world-class bowler, and these type of balls is really hard to play against such a good bowler.
Right, let's go to the next wicket.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know what Manas was trying to do.
I have no words.
He was flying there.
So thing is, when I saw this wicket, I was shocked because I was not expecting someone. He first goes to the ball, right? He goes.
He was trying to leave the ball.
Yeah, but he goes in front of the ball and then he tries to leave it. I've never seen such an approach because if you're going to go in front of the ball, it shows that you're going to try to do a drive, but instead he just leaves the ball and going in front of it, which lets the ball hit his pad, and it's an inward angle, which is a clear LBW, as you can see. So I don't know what he was thinking there.
I think if you see what Max Sweeney did as a mistake, he did not. He was not in the line of the ball. He actually made a side stance so that he could be more in the line of the ball. But the problem happened is that he tried to leave the ball, and he could not make a decision. He was very indecisive, and the ball really hit because he left the ball. See, the impact was outside the off, but because it was no shot offered, it is written. It's no shot offered. That's why he got LBW. If he would have offered the shot, he would have been not out.
Yeah, and like same thing here, which was with Max Sweeney. Look at the bat and the pad. They are so far apart. This gives such a good angle for the ball to sneak through. As we said, with Max Sweeney's wicket, and this is a worse stance than Max Sweeney's because Max Sweeney's was more difficult. He put himself in the situation. Really, Manas trapped himself.
Absolutely, I think this is, if he would have tried to play the ball, he would have saved. He was trying to leave the ball, got completely stuck. Fantastic delivery, and it got out. Let's look at the third wicket, which happened in the first innings, and this was first ball duck for Steve Smith.
Now this was a very important wicket as Steve Smith, very good player for Australia, very good Test match player, right? And this wicket right here is a good wicket, and now it's not even the stand. It's not too much of a stance problem. It's just a brilliant delivery.
Actually, you're right because up front in the first 3 overs, he faces a delivery which is seaming and swinging. It's very hard to play such a ball. I think no fault of Steve, but I think this was really really a great delivery.
As you can see, look at how Bumrah is probably in-swing the ball. He's used the tactic of really like trapping them by putting 2 to 3 offside balls and then in-swinging it, which is a classic tactic which I've seen in Test match a lot.
So now, Toshan, while we came victorious in the first match, no one thought great thing for India to do. Now on 6th of December, Adelaide pink ball test is starting. Rohit is returning. Shubman is now fit. Probably Padikkal and Jurel will go out, and Rohit and this guy Shubman will come in. So we'll go with the same, almost same 11 in the bowling department. But do you feel that Australia will come back very hard in the day and night match?
I think Australia, after losing a match, which is actually they lost the match very hard, right? I feel like now they're really going to put even more effort, and this is pink ball. Remember what happened to us in pink ball last time in the Border Gavaskar was very devastating, right? And I can tell you, I feel like changing the lineup right now is actually not a good decision, as Australia is now scared of India's lineup, as this is not a main players. Right, I'm Rohit. As I talked to you later, before, right, Rohit came, right, he always hitted, and this always gave a wicket and gave momentum to the other players.
That's what other people are saying, that keep Rahul and Jasprit in the opening. But then where do you fit Rohit?
I feel like Rohit should not, like, no offense, but
no play.
Yeah, because no, but like he's not a person made for Test match right now because he's not playing Test match.
I think what Bumrah did in this Test match, to be very frank, he has announced to the selectors that we don't need Rohit in the Test matches now because Rahul can open up and Rohit's form is not good at all, especially on the swimming and swing deliveries. So Bumrah has really announced himself as the next captain for sure.
Yeah, like I mean, the thing is, Rohit tries to give India momentum. I see it, but trying to give us momentum gives the other team momentum. So it's not really advantage for us, right? And it also later on becomes a disadvantage. While if Rahul and Jaiswal stay there, bowlers get tired, and then Kohli doesn't have to come out so early. Right? This is another thing. We were blaming so much on Kohli. He plays bad.
So, for sure, I think this is good. The positives I see is that the Australian batsmen have flaws against Bumrah's bowling. Bumrah will be the key again for us. But let us not feel overconfident because in the pink ball, Australian bowlers like Pat Cummins, Hazelwood and Mitchell Starc, they can really be really very dangerous when the lights are on. So India has to really play very, very well. So I feel that it will be very hard for India to win the next match.
What do you think about the practice match going on right now?
The practice match was a 2-day match, but one day got washed in the rain, and they're just now 1 day left of the pink ball, and they are now going to split it as a 50-50 over match. So practically speaking, India hasn't got a chance to do a good practice of a pink ball. So see, while India isn't very well, but I feel that winning a pink ball match in Australia and Adelaide for India, if they can do it, maybe this will be the greatest team ever I would have seen. I feel Australia is winning the next match because the pink ball moves a lot.
So guys, will India lose the pink ball or will India make the greatest comeback we've seen in history of cricket?
Could be possible. Even Australia's batsmen are not so good. Even our bowlers are good. So quite possible that India can win the pink ball match on their bowling, but they cannot win the pink ball match on their batting. In this Perth match, we did ball well, we batted well also the second innings. So it was a both combination. But next match, we have to win based on bowling. Batting, Kohli is in form. You know, if he can really play his Adelaide magic of double century hit a few years ago, could be.
So
But
guys,
50-50.
will India make history or will India lose and draw out? Find out at 6th December.
Okay, guys, see you then. Thank you so much.